What's your sense as we head into what might be a second wave of COVID-19 building around the country?
Yeah, well, good morning, Phil, and thanks for having me. From the beginning of this crisis, United is focused on being realistic about the outlook. And going all the way back to the end of February, we thought that the possible course, the trajectory of the virus would play out like it has. And that helped us prepare. And as we went through the second quarter and the third quarter, I'm really proud of the United team. We've led the industry in all the revenue metrics, smallest decline in passenger RASM, best increase in cargo revenue, smallest decline in loyalty. That leads to the lowest apples-to-apples cash burn basis. But now we're kind of at this point where we think we can see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's a long tunnel. It's going to have ups and downs. It's going to take a widely available vaccine, which is probably the end of next year. But we've now turned the corner. We've gotten through the initial phase of the crisis, and we think we've turned the corner and can see it. It's still a long way off. We're going to see continued recovery in demand, but it's not going to get back anywhere close to normal until there's a widely available vaccine. But we see the path through to the end.
So let's bring up the question of getting back to break even. You all in, we're burning $25 million a day at the end of the third quarter. When do you get to zero? When do you get to break even?
So it really depends on the recovery in demand, and that is anyone's guess. What I can say with confidence, though, is on an apples-to-apples basis, United has led in both the second quarter and the third quarter. I'm certain or confident, at least, that we'll continue leading in each quarter. So we're going to be the first airline of the major network carriers to return to cash flow positive. I'm not sure when that will happen. We've tended to be a little more conservative, perhaps, but it's turned out to be more realistic on the forecast of demand. So my guess is our real forecast would be a little to the right of where some others are. But what I am confident about is that on an apples-to-apples basis, we'll be the first. And really, I think the bigger point is, cash burn is a metric that we use to start looking at, can airlines or other companies survive? Do you have enough liquidity? And as we're turning the corner, cash burn is probably not the right metric to be looking at. We're really able to now start focusing on the recovery, which is in 2022 and beyond. But we look forward to getting back to cash flow positive at some point next year.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.